pull this up. This is going to be a key part of the conversation. All right, so last night on 2 Protects 1 channel, you had Bravo Gator, you had Flaw TV, and 2 Protects 1. They were doing a show called Round 3. And they were pulling people up on the panel to, I guess, talk to Bravo, what's going on in his life and whatnot. And somebody sent me this clip and said, hey, go check out this timestamp. So I did. And listen what happened.
You ready?
That's hot.
What up, Jerry?
Hey, what up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna lag. I'm not sure if you can hear me, so I'm just gonna talk for a second.
I can't hear you.
But I just want to say, Bravo, that new song is fire, man. It could be on the radio tomorrow as a hit.
Thank you.
Flawed, happy birthday. Congratulations on your new kid.
Thank you, bro.
And 2 Protects, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. But listen, I just have one question that I have to ask all the artists, everybody out there. This is going to sound controversial, but all right. The whole thing with Triple T and Johnny. I'm no fan of Johnny Gobble. I think he's a punk, whatever. But he stood on his stuff. And now Triple T is trying to take him to court, get him locked up. And what I'm not understanding is how is a country rap lane and all the artists who stand on business standing behind Triple T being a rat and a punk and going, you know what I mean, taking the shit to the cops.
Oh, shit.
When Triple T kind of started all of it when he went to Paintsville. So
he's suing him
I just
about
have a
punching
question.
him?
Huh?
He's suing him about punching him?
Well, no. Johnny threatened to shoot him if he came back to Paintsville. And I'm not saying that was the right thing to do. But what I'm saying is Triple T stands behind New Breed and Jesse Howard, who are awesome. I respect 1,000%. But their biggest song is Welcome to My House, where they're basically saying, if you come to my house, you ain't going to leave.
Yeah.
So now you got Triple T going to the cops, but nobody in the country rap lane is speaking up, telling Triple T, I'm not saying Johnny Galvo's a good guy or he deserves, but you really want to try to get him locked up and be a rat and go through the court system? How about we just let it go and understand it's internet bullshit? You know what I mean?
I agree.
My thing is this: the Triple T thing's got to a point where I don't mind respectfully getting on. I go to his channel, he can come to this channel.
Okay. So this guy, Jerry, said that every time he comes over here, he gets blocked. Jerry, if you're watching, if that's really your name, your YouTube name, put something in the comments. And I'll give you a wrench so you don't get blocked. Because I don't ever remember seeing you in the chat. Now, what's so funny about it, doing a little research, that same guy is a fucking creek squatter. And you were talking mad cash shit on fucking Bravo Gator when he dropped a diss track on your boy. And now you're over there fucking glazing, advocating for Johnny Gobble, which is mind-blowing. So let's set the record straight. Number one, I'm not suing anybody. Number two, you say I'm a rat. Let me explain something to you. I don't live by the street code. I'm not a gangster. Never been to jail. I just caught my first charge fucking 2 weeks ago. A misdemeanor of harassment. And most likely is going to get dismissed because there's no evidence of it. What I'm getting at is The law is there for a reason. I'm not going to waste my time on a scumbag. What I mean by that is, it has nothing to do with going to Paintsville last year. Had nothing to do with that. If it was about that, I would have pressed the issue back then. You understand? That disgusting human being hit my link, came up on the panel, and said if I come back to his town, he would put a bullet between my eyes and blow my fucking brains out. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a terroristic threat. And not only that, once he said it, he jumped down and went live and tripled down on the same thing, saying that he would get away with a 6-man murder case for standing your ground. So you're over there advocating for a guy who has called the police on 3 people. Called the cops on Gotcha Man, filed charges against him. Called the cops on C for 615, press charges against him. Called the cops on his ex-wife to the point where she had to be on house arrest and couldn't go on the internet and say anything about him, all because she posted a picture of a car that looks similar to his. There's multiple videos of him admitting of wearing wires on people. So let's define what a rat is. A rat, and I'm just going to use this person right here for an example because they're the first person I seen in the chat, Kentucky Sweetness. How you doing, Kentucky Sweetness? Let's say me and Kentucky Sweetness are doing something illegal, right? Let's say, for an example, we were, I don't know, running drugs for the fucking cartel. And we both get popped. Now, a rat is someone who squeals on the other person so they don't have to go to jail. That's a rat. If you threaten to kill me because I come to a city in a public area, that's what the law's there for. I'm not going to waste my time and my freedom to go after him. I don't live by the street code. Never have. Never been arrested. The only thing I've ever done is get multiple speeding tickets. But y'all like to use the word rat a lot. So you're advocating for a guy who's in multiple videos admitting of wearing wires to get people arrested so he can get $400 to $500 every time he did it to feed his drug habit. Mind you, this is the same person who said that your Lord and Savior, Ryan Upchurch's kid, wasn't even his. He also prayed that a dying man with cancer would hurry up and die from his cancer and celebrated when he did pass away on his birthday. He said it was the best birthday present he ever got, knowing that that piece of shit died. His words, not mine. This is the same person who also wished a woman would have a miscarriage. Same person who said that Kansas Rebel Man was the reason why that his son died. So, Jerry, you're very, very well misinformed. The only time I would take law in my own hands if someone does something to my family.
Hey, triple teats, dumbass, Walter looking ass boy, Ebenezer Scrooge looking ass boy, Duke Nukem looking ass boy, Tales from the Crypt Keeper looking ass boy. I recall you saying, quote and unquote, the apology must be louder than the disrespect. That's what you said, boy. Practice before you preach. First of all, that's what you need to do. Practice before you preach. Oh boy, you out here deceiving people, lying to yourself and to other people. You're a liar. Sitting there saying, oh, I trolled Iceman. Bullshit, no the fuck you didn't. So that's your excuse for everything? Oh, I trolled Square, because, blah, 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 and all that. And you wonder why people are calling you a pedophile. I mean, you said to Square, you threatened him twice. Oh, I'm going to hire some black hat hackers to hack child pornography on your laptop, Square. And then you said you're going to fuck them up. Bruh, you could fuck up a wet dream before you could fuck anybody else up. All right? You're a fuck up. You out here saying things, hey, Mocon, let's invoke the purge and all that because Mocon said he wishes that there was a purge. You out here saying, oh, well, Dagburn, he threatened me. You know this is what really gets me about some of you who complain about Johnny Google, right? You all just bitch and complain about Johnny Google saying, oh, it was a skit, blah, 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 blah. But every time Triple T fucks up when he makes a threat towards somebody, like prime example, he's probably going to sit there and say, oh yeah, I trolled Mike's car hole when I threatened to dox his family. That's his excuse every fucking time. Let me tell you something, Triple T. You ain't no troll. When you try to take things outside of YouTube, you're no longer a troll. You've never been a troll. You think you're a troll, but you're not. You're a piece of shit, really. You're a jackass. You're a liar. You lie all the fucking time. And you think people should just follow you. This is your problem right here. When you say things, oh, I earned the right to go whatever the fuck I want because I'm a veteran, that's your excuse. And you got the fucking nerve to call people locals? Really, you're the biggest locale there is. Me, I. That's all you ever fucking do about your fucking military service. You mad because I said fuck the military? Fuck your military service? You big mad? Yeah, you big mad, bitch boy. You are so big mad, like, oh my gosh. And then you're sitting there not taking the accountability, right? Because you're a representative of the redneck rave. Because some bullshit that happened there. It's not Justin Times, whatever his responsibility is to. Basically, it's not just his responsibility to enforce a family-friendly environment that he promised to begin with. It's also your responsibility too. I don't give a fuck if you saw it or not. Sitting there saying, why you guys go after me and Nuggy and whoever else, anybody else, well, especially that guy hardcore MMA. your representatives of the redneck wave take responsibility, take accountability. Sitting there saying, go after the people who recorded the whole thing. Oh yeah, they're being held accountable too, as well. Don't you forget that. Apparently, I need to spell this out for Lori and Triple T. When you go to some event called the Redneck Rave, when somebody, one person who planned the whole shindig, who promised from the very get-go, from day one, oh, it's a family-friendly kind of thing, but doesn't enforce it, there you go. The people who went to the Redneck Rave, the event planner and all that, the officials, it's all y'all's fault. All right? It's all y'all's faults. Whatever. It's y'all's problems. Your job is to enforce that family-friendly kind of thing. So the blame goes to Triple T, Nuggy, whatever his name is, going around talking a lot of shit. You saying some very reckless shit there, bitch boy. And everybody else who went there. You out here saying things. Oh, well, I trolled Iceman and all that. The fact is, you called the cops on him. You called the cops on Iceman. Get the fuck over it, bruh. You're a rat. You're a snitch. You're a narc. Get the fuck over it. And you act like you've done nothing wrong. You want to sit there and say things to some dude, what's his name? Jerry, because he said some very true things about you? Because you are a rat? And the person who recorded that whole thingamajig, now apparently he's cool with you. When he wasn't. That's the irony in these YouTube streets. What's your excuse this time? That's your excuse every time. Oh, I trolled blah, 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 blah. No, you ain't no troll. Let me guess. You trolled Tom McDonald when you said something like, something of this ilk. Oh, well, he did that for attention. He did that to, for clout, because Tom McDonald gave his money to some veterans organization like the Wounded Warrior Project. Get the fuck out of here, bruh. You out here seeking attention and all that with your whole, every time you talk about your veteran status, and you think everybody should just bow down to you, stop what they're doing and bow down to you. Like I said, you ain't that distinguished and decorated. Wow, a couple Purple Hearts. If you had those amount of Purple Hearts, a Silver Star, and a Medal of Honor, Distinguished Medal, by all means, you're pretty fucking, you would be pretty fucking distinguished and decorated then. Now, you ain't that distinguished. You ain't that decorated. War hero my ass. You went over there because you were told to. And what, you got blown up with a couple IEDs? I think something is loose in your fucking brain. Can't even recite the, what's it called? When you said home of the land or land of the home, free and the brave. Fucking dumbass, bruh. And you sit there and say, oh, well, it's public property in reference to a Lowe's parking lot. And you act like you haven't pulled up on Johnny Google. The fact is, you pulled up on Johnny Google, bitch boy. And by the way, a Lowe's parking lot is private property. Dumbass. You fucking idiot. Learn your fucking place, bitch boy. And once again, I don't think you got fired from your job. You said federal job, as in you were nothing more than a public servant. Big fucking deal. Somebody who calls himself Iceman on YouTube, he got some information about your job. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. He put some, your job information, which is public information, on some video or some community post, blah, 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 and you're still pissed off about that. And that's the reason why you called the cops, and your excuse is, I trolled Iceman, when you didn't. During that time, well, before that, you were cool with Iceman. You sided with Iceman. You and that bitch boy, Sin TV, were on Iceman's side at one point. And then you two, along with your fucking bean-headed wife, Lori, flip-flopped on Iceman. Before that, you said, oh, I'm so concerned about Iceman's freedom. And then all of a sudden, something happened between you and Iceman. And then all of a sudden, you called the cops on him and all that. You weren't so concerned about his freedom then. Oh, believe me, since you're a believer in karma, when really it doesn't make any sense that you believe in karma and you believe in Jesus Christ, that's a contradiction right there. But since you believe in karma, you best believe, bitch boy, karma's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to haunt you. It's going to come back to bite you in the ass 100 times fold. You best believe that, boy. I don't think the harassment charges are going to be dropped. I think Johnny Goble has plenty of evidence of you harassing him. And what was it that you said? Somebody called you a pedophile? Huh? Well, no wonder. I mean, when you threaten somebody to hire some people to illegally download some child pornography on his laptop, people are going to think that you're a pedophile, that you have some kind of pedophilia on your laptop or your computer or phone. You live with the choices that you made, bitch boy. You liar, going around lying to people, and most importantly, you're lying to yourself. You fucking liar. Sitting there saying, don't attack the women, but yet you've attacked women. You've attacked Ambro, Misty Caseta. You've attacked pretty much damn near everybody. So, that's on you.